hands of Volps. So plenty of explosive potential. 2 picks, by the way, for W7M, puts them in a very pretty spot with a minute left in the round.
This is kind of a story of Gaming Gladiators putting so much effort into one side of the map that the other half is so vulnerable. Hertz finds that 3rd kill, now the repel comes in, Skylight covers there, we can stop playing down that case, and no one from Gaming Gladiators can really walk up and do anything because they got everything covered, there are 5 guns in your direction and an 8 on the floor. That's going to be tough.
AP in a tough position, and he gets shut down by KZ. That leaves Hoven down below. Hoven was statistically the lowest rated performer for his team, but time to pad some stats, if not outright win the round. On white stairs, 1 kill found thus far, but Hoven will dance around it. Time continuing to tick away at the halfway point, soaking up some damage. W7M lost the first player, but they make up for it a minute later before AP takes down Herds. GDN still sitting inside a freezer, watching Hoven. They come back in. Down goes Rix. Torn away at. Now it's GDN to find the Azami, but Hoven ends up winning that fight. Volps on brown stairs. Sledgehammer out. Is Rix retrievable? Doesn't really matter. Even if Rix is retrievable, or is not retrievable, still an advantage for Gaming Gladiators. They've all been damaged. So is Volps. So are we all. We're all a little bit damaged, aren't we, Nick?
Oh my god.
If you're Gaming Gladiators, you've got intel. You got a kill on a JV92. It's Volps in a 1v3. First round for Gaming Gladiators looking pretty good, pretty fine. Volps is trapped right now. Ping's coming in, 10 seconds left. Just delaying the inevitable, it would seem. Down goes Hoven. But Volps knows that's it. Nothing to be found.
Bit of damage as well, but these keeper barriers, they're falling, and they're falling fast.
KZ still right now inside a cigar shop. Inches away from the Humidor and inches away from Joe, but Gaming Gladiators with 2 big picks add another to the tally for Joe. Suddenly it's Herds and GDN in a 2v4. The timeout for the Gaming Gladiators working out quite effectively. Oh, it's a nice shot from Tolji on the Herds. And it's GDN on the Skylight. Does a death drop lay in GDN's future? That is the question. No, think about it a little bit. You got 90 seconds to go. You could effectively pause at this point. Unless you think that a 1v4 is doable against this team. I'm going to be honest with you. I would argue that you could get my ranked stack in this server, and on Cafe, GDN would probably lose a 1v4 just because of the way that this map plays out and the way that you could be patient with these angles. See this lineup and this maze of the Kiba barriers in front. Oh, a nice shot from Tolji as he gets pinged through. And look at that, through the soft wall. But that's not been the case. They've been much more patient. And honestly, it stacks up really well against Wolves. And in this round, it rewards them with the very first kill. Hoven taking down Volps. That's with Herds at lower HP as well. JV just missing out on a Nitro Cell that goes off. Gets kill on Tolji as he rotates after finishing off what little was left with Herds. But Hoven was looking the wrong way, and KZ marches right in. Suddenly, W7M has flipped this round on its head, and they stand tall in a 3v2. 1 minute to go, Nitro Cell goes off. If AP pulls, he might be able to catch one of the players from W7M on the top floor. Have they surrendered control of the site yet? On the Gaming Gladiator side, no, they haven't. Rix was over by the fireplace, and he'll have a long sight over towards White Stairs where KZ is playing. Look at this angle. Out goes in the concussive blast, and Rix pitter-patters away, but you are going to lose that fight. You'll lose that fight 9 times out of 10. KZ dusted off. It's AP to clutch out in a 1v2 as a drop comes in by reading door. And Nomad wins it. AP is no more, JV92.
And they're waiting for Gaming Gladiators to make the first move, but they do just that. He gets the first, he jumps on and gets the second, and that's going to be a great opening for them.
The look on the faces of W7M tells the whole story as Joe gets in on the fun as well. A huge kill from Hoven. Remarkably well done, and all they sacrificed was Joe in the process. Information will now go in the hands of Dokkaebi as they capture that phone of the Azami from above. Better shoot out your cams, as now that information is also W7M. So W7M will trail 2v4. A little over a minute to go. They'll have to be very precise with this drone work, because while one of them is droning, you'll have 5 to 10 seconds at absolute most to work off of that information for your other teammate. Whether it's JV droning for GDN or GDN droning for JV, it doesn't matter. They have to be quick to the punch. find these 4 remaining players of Gaming Gladiators, and there you go. Ape is shut down by GDN. He doesn't even need to ADS. Both players from W7M shoulder to shoulder by reading. Hoven off site. Could he get back towards the bomb site a little bit faster? Undiscovered. Not undiscovered, not any longer. The jig is up. He does some damage to JV, who tries to fire back. Cannot be successful in that regard. So JV instead turns the attention to Rix, but the AA-12 flattens him out. GDN vaults in, and it's a double piece for the Maestro. And we have a tied first half. Gaming Gladiators started a little slow. They used on that new balcony referred to as Heaven. Out goes the smokes, and a jump out is absolutely possible. GDN blinded by the light. Now it's JV's turn there. Do more Candelas follow? Instead, you have to watch multiple angles. Candelas go in perfectly. 2 go in. More bullets traded out, and the Lion will swing on in. JV sees a drop. Here's a drop. Maybe. Joe the first kill. GDN fires back. There's JV in that rat corner, still putting in good work. And suddenly the brawl that ends up working in favor of W7M is over. Very, very players to cut through first. Jackal was knocked off early for W7M when they attacked the kitchen bomb site before. You can now see what damage can be done by having the Spanish operator still available for the attackers as we hit the halfway point.
It was slow round, I will say, halfway point with no one there. I take it back, there we go. First falls, it's JV with trade back by Volts instantaneously, and another one from KC finds another. Looking for a third, he gets it as well. Now, that's not going to bode well for Gaming Gladiators. There's 1 man left, is Hoven up above in a 1v4. He has no help, he has a lot of time, however, to make this work.
I don't want to say unwinnable, but it's very close. Hoven's been the player we've been singing the praises of so far through this matchup on the side of Gaming Gladiators, and for good reason, but these are all impactless kills unless he can turn the entire fortune of the round. W7M are used to playing a stifling, smothering style of defense. That doesn't really seem to be that present right now. They're playing more of a bunker style on this bomb site. Let the Jackal come to you. And that seems to be okay. It's working out. Oh no, Hoven is so close. He gets shot at from multiple angles, and it's Herds on the floor. Could go up at any time. Now they've done a lot of soft destruction on the top floor. It looks like Gaming Gladiators have decided at the halfway point of the round to move somewhere else. And Gaming Gladiators swing on the 2 defenders of JV and Herds and win both of the duels. W7M wanting that match point, Nick, but it is eluding them for now.
It is. There's a recall whiff from Hertz, and again, this 3 versus 5 heavily favors the attackers, but with these jammers on the walls, going to force out these grenades, going to take and soak up all that utility, and there's still a chance for W7M to bring it back into this round. They would need to find an isolated member here, like Diana, and win this individual gunfight, but right now, a bit of a whiff from KC, doesn't find any damage on that side at all. With a minute to go, anything can still happen.
Ape down below, looking for something, and no! That wasn't him, though. That was Joe killing Rix. Those are huge mistakes, and it might even open the door for W7M, but Ape says no. On to KZ. They are no more. GDN and Volps. GDN finding himself in these clutch or kick scenarios quite frequently because of the role that he plays on. Much more sheltered minutes. Playing a safer style. Could be the hero of this round. 25 seconds remaining, but GDN getting back to the bomb site, stopped by an air jab. Tolji taken out by Volps. The dual SMG-11s will be so critical, and down goes Ape. Still sitting on the diffuser is Joe. A toxic canister goes out. GDN cannot duel against Joe, but the position inside of Dining has been given away. Volps has soft walls to straight through a miraculous shot onto Hoven. Joe will back away. Volps for match point if he can conceal himself and maybe go for the long arm, but he's just playing off of time right now. No real information. Assumes that he's near the wall, but this should be an easy clutch out for Joe, and it's not good. Not good.
It is slowing a bit down here from Gaming Gladiators. Not finding the kills at the moment. Retiro drone goes out. Gonna do a little bit of destruction here on top of that shield, but the jammer says no. You're gonna be stopped dead in your tracks. Shield stays alive. Tweet is there to protect it. And you see Gaming Gladiators, they have to clear out this position. They got 6 flashbangs, so plenty of utility, but none being used yet. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flashbangs are coming out in full force, but the shield stays alive for now. And this is what I mean. Once you drop into the cigar, you are always under pressure, always under fire.
Look at KZ. Look at how aggressive he's going to get off of the shield, picking up 2 kills before Joe can stop him. Just like that, W7M have an advantage, but the numbers now continue to fall. It's a nice play by the Zolf of Joe. Doesn't have much intel. Again, we talked about how W7M have been very good at maneuvering A real opportunity for the Gaming Gladiators to find their footing with this drone work. Tolji sacrificing himself over the railing and will now need to get up one of the stairs, which is actually one of the toughest things to do on a vertical map like this, as you're usually going to have a defender posted up somewhere watching that. I think red stairs might be free and clear, but Herds has taken up position. The deployable shield inside a piano, looking the wrong way. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no! Herd's good enough for one. The second is there as well, but it might be a joint effort as Tolji twists over by Cigar. Takes out JV92, but Herds has the insurance.
Back up in speed.
Exchanging gunfire, but no real target to be found. KZ coming so close to a kill. Two lined up. He's done damage before. Jiggle peeking across. There'll be a swing on in. Herds gets one. KZ not shaken off of this position. Holding right now. Holding true. Forcing Gaming Gladiators to reposition themselves. Both teams have lost 2 players apiece. Almost half of the server buried at this point. Ape is in the middle of the bomb site. Does not hold on to the diffuser. That's in the hands of the Nook of Joe. Not exactly. Oh, look at how close they are. Are you kidding me? You don't see him. The smoke posted up. This is something that GDN does not know. This is not ideal. Ape, GDN, you're so close. Look at this. Incredible stuff. They'll find him right now. Out goes a toxic canister, an opening created, but guess who hasn't been moved off of this position? KZ hasn't. GDN finally felled by Ape inside a freezer. Diffuser will need to be retrieved. Ape could be the one to shut down KZ, but nobody can, apparently, leaving Rix to clutch out a 1v2 with the diffuser a mile away. The last 2 defenders need to be quite patient about this. Rix can bull rush his way into the bomb site and will do just that, but again, W7M are giving him tons of lane, but Herd sees the weakness, and Rix...